And this is a book, right? This is called Influence, the Power of Persuasion, the Psychology of Persuasion. It's written by Robert Cialdini. If you can see right there. Wait, let me show you. Robert Cialdini, right? This book is really great in showing you the psychology and persuasion and all that, but I'm just going to summarize for you everything, right? Hit the like button and let's get into it. So here's the thing, right? I'm going to explain this very simply so that you can really understand, right? So for example, picture this, right? Every person who reads your email is living inside a mental box, right? Now let's assume this is a box, right? So they are living inside the mental box, which is this one. So every person, every reader, that your audience and stuff like that, they're living inside this mental box, right? And they have a set of belief. Okay, it's about what is possible for them and what is not possible for them. So this is something that is true for them and something that is not true. Okay, so they have their own belief inside the box, right? And your offer is outside the box. So picture this, like your offer is outside the box, they're inside the box, their own mentor, and they have their own belief and stuff like that. And your offer is out here, right? It's telling them, okay, you can do this and this and that and get more sales. But for them, they have already decided that this is not for them, right? Because they already have that perception of what is true for them and what is not. So your job as an email writer or someone who is sending them that email is not just to sell the product. Okay, it's not just to throw them another offer or write the best copy or something like that. Okay, your job is to expand what your reader thinks is possible. Right, so right now they have this mental box that they're living in. They know exactly what is possible for them, and they know exactly what they think is true is exactly what is possible for them. So they're inside here. So your offer, your job, right, is to expand the box so that they can see themselves, okay, there is this a lot of things that is possible for me. It's not just this place or this mental box that it's perfect for me, right? I don't know if you understand this, but yeah, okay. So your job is one thing, okay? You have to get them outside the box and make them believe that the result is real, that they can get more than what they think of, right? And it's available for them. And if just they tap out what they believe or their mental box, then it can happen for them. And that is what we call persuasion. Email persuasion. And then when you do that, when you expand the box, right, when you expand that and show them it's a new different world and they can get something even much different, selling becomes almost effortless because you are now pushing them against the resistance anymore. It will just be you trying to get them to sell, like you just taking them there. You just be like a boat, like a bridge, as you telling them let's go and they will go, right? So there's three actual techniques: psychological persuasion, psychology of persuasion, right? So these are like three persuasion triggers that will help you take them there, right? Will help you sell and nail any email, and it will print like a money machine, right? So here's the thing: the first technique, this is called silent triggers. Now, the first technique is what I call the silent triggers, and it works through storytelling. Now, I know most people won't want to hear about this, about the storytelling, blah, 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 blah. But here's why stories are so powerful in email, right? Okay, we all have a blind spot about ourselves, right? Everyone has a problem. They all have some things that they don't see themselves, okay? And these things we cannot see clearly because we are too close to ourselves, to our own situation. So it is until like maybe we see someone else experiencing it, that's where we notice that we also have the situation and we understand the situation even better, right? Now, when you read about someone else, exactly, if it's an email or something like that, a story, okay, going through the same struggle, like someone else going through the same struggle, the same shift, the same problem, you drop your guard, you stop being the critic and start being the reader who sees themselves in the story. This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you, right? And research has actually shown that we understand other people's potential between better than our own, and we can see what's possible for someone else before we can see it for ourselves. So when you tell a story in your email, or when you tell a story even in real life, right, even in content and stuff like that, whether it's yours or it's your clients or it's someone else's story, the reader steps out of their own doubt for a moment, and in that moment they think, wait, this is actually me, right? This could actually be me. It's like, wait, this could be me, Colin. That's exactly I did too. Okay, that's exactly what I went through too. That's exactly what I'm struggling with right now. And that's what we call the silent trigger. You didn't sell anything. They just made them, like, you just made them believe without even noticing it happened. They even don't know that it happened. You just made them believe, okay, if I do this and that, then this could be the possible solution. Because this person went through exactly what I went through. So this could be the possible solution for me, and selling becomes just easy. That's exactly how you persuade people using email. Now that's not the problem actually, right? How do you use these selling triggers in your emails exactly? Because I've just said, okay, selling triggers, blah blah blah. How do you sit down and write these selling triggers? Okay, so when you sit down to write an email, ask yourself one question, right? Before you touch the offer, ask yourself this one question. What story will make my readers see themselves as someone who is capable of this result, or of getting somewhere, right? Maybe getting to 10K a month or something like that, right? And it depends to whoever you're reaching out to and whatever you are offering them, right? Maybe you're offering them a roadmap so that they can make, I don't know, another 10K a month. Maybe they can 2x their revenue and stuff like that, right? It depends to your target audience. Now, it does not have to be very dramatic, right? Okay, it could be about a small moment. The story can be about a small moment from your week, right? Maybe a dog, a coffee. Maybe you were somewhere just sitting, chatting with someone, and something happened, and you can tell that as a story, right? It can be a client conversation. You are having a client conversation with you are having a conversation with your client, maybe on a call, and she said something that was really, really good, really amazing, or something that came up in your mind or something like that. Okay, something that happened that made you think of your reader. Okay, so the story can be real or it can be fictional. Okay, it does not matter. Don't just think that the story can just be, okay, I need to come up with a story and blah 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 blah. It can be fictional. Okay, and you just need to make it clear, because if you need to know exactly how to write fictional stories and the stories that are real, storytelling in general about emails, just subscribe and you will know everything. There's actual videos in my YouTube channel about storytelling, right? So what matters is that it's believable and relatable enough that the reader subconsciously lowers their guard, right? That's exactly what matters in stories. It can be fictional or real. And the message underneath the story is always the same thing, right? You are not alone. Other people have been exactly where you are and they got through it, right? Telling them exactly that. The story has to tell them that. That quiet reassurance is the selling trigger that opens the door for everything else that you're about to say, right? It's that easy. You don't even need to complicate anything. It's that much easy, right? Technique number 2, this is the hidden tension. Now, how does this actually work? Okay, it works through evidence. Okay, this is something that most people don't talk about, but I'm just going to share with you. Okay, so here's the tension that I'm talking about. Okay, your reader has an existing belief, as we talked about and break down before in the first slide. Okay, maybe they think maybe email marketing does not work. Maybe they think they're not good enough of a writer. Maybe they think they're not they think maybe the audience is different. Maybe they think they cannot make money as how other people make money, and that belief is sitting quietly between you and the sell, right? So that belief is exactly what is sitting between you and the sell. So you cannot get on the sell until you break that belief. Now, you cannot see it, but it's there. And until you address it, nothing you write will fully land. Nothing you write in your email will make them to buy whatever you have to offer. And the way you resolve the hidden tension is with real, trusted evidence. Not testimonials, not hype, not like it's actual proof that the thing your reader doubts, it's actually possible. They think they cannot get to 10K a month because that's vague, right? Okay, they think maybe they cannot get to 10K a month. Why? Because maybe they do not have maybe the right system. Okay, what does the right system actually mean? Why? Right? So you have to dig deep and know exactly what is wrong. What do they actually doubt? What do they have that is the real objection? What is the real objection? So after you know that and address that and show evidence that it actually works, someone used this method, they went from here to actually here, and then after that we addressed this and addressed that, and now they're here. Then and only then will you resolve the hidden tension. So it can be about a study, a statistic, a case study with specific numbers, right? Something very specific, something that speaks to the logic part of the brain and says this is actually real, this actually works, here is exact proof, step by step. I'm here with my client, we're telling you exactly how it went, and we went from here, we did this, we did that, and we thought this one could not happen, and we thought this one could not happen, and we solved this one and that one and that one and that one. Because once you have done that, once you show them all these results, the tension quietly dissolves and your reader is suddenly open in a way that they weren't a moment ago, right? So this will actually break their belief, and it will help them expand more. Now, how do you use the hidden tension in your emails? Okay, so before you write any email, again, you need to ask yourself, what does my reader secretly believe that is not true yet, right? That it's something that is an objection for them, right? And that is exactly the tension. And your job is to find that one piece of real evidence that cracks that belief, right? It cracks it open, it breaks that belief just enough to let your message through, right? So that they can understand, so that they can see that it's possible, right? And once you do that, it's open. Like, you can go for the sale and they will buy whatever you have to offer. So for example, if your reader doesn't believe email marketing works anymore, they think it's dead, you could open with the fact that email still generates 36 for every $1 cent. Okay, according to litmus research, that's not a claim, that's a fact, and facts dissolve doubt. So you are not trying to prove that your product works, you are trying to prove that the possibility itself is real, and that the result that they want is actually achievable and they can achieve it. So once they believe it's possible, then your offer becomes the obvious next step. If someone does not believe that you can help them, or exactly your offer can help them, then nothing you can do. There's no even right messaging, copywriting, offer, I don't know what exactly you will do, add pictures and stuff like that. Nothing can make them believe, right? Technique number 3, right? This is called the soft conversation. Now, the third technique is my favorite and probably the most underused one in email writing or email copywriting or email marketing. Okay, and I call it the soft conversation. Now, here's the idea. So most people write emails that talk about results. Maybe in the future you could achieve this. Imagine if you had this. One day you will be able to do this and that and this. Right? I've seen it happening once in a while, and even other email marketers do the same. But that language keeps the result at a distance. It keeps them like, yeah, it's good making them see that they have achieved that, but it keeps the results at a distance. So it stays in the future, and the future always feels uncertain and far away. Like, they start having doubts in the middle whenever they take whenever they take action. It's like, will I even reach the future, right? Now, here's the thing, right? You can use imagine if. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but if you use a more present tense, it's the best. Okay, so remove time, make it real, make it right now, make it like you are talking about the present tense, and you will get the sale. Now, how do you use the soft conversation in your emails? The next time you sit down to write an email, try this, okay? Instead of saying imagine if you could, or one day you will be able to, just drop your reader straight into the results as if it's already happening. Okay, so write in present tense. Okay, write as if they are already taking the leap. They've already taken the leap. Okay, Colin, it's a Tuesday. You are not stressed about where your next client is coming from. Okay, your inbox already has 2 people asking to work with you. No imagine if, no one day, just the scene playing out. And that's exactly what you want your reader to start observing. So the 3 together are the silent triggers, the hidden tension, and the soft conversation. As you can see here, this is exactly how you get the next sale. This is exactly how you persuade in your email. Make them believe by seeing themselves using the stories, like silent triggers, using those. The hidden tension, you make them believe by breaking all the beliefs that they have, right? They have a hidden tension, they have an objection. You break the tension, you break the belief that they have, and by addressing it, and then you go straight for the sale, right? And then the soft conversation, just make them feel like they are already having it right now instead of the future. So you don't have to use all 3 of this in every email, but when you start layering them down, something will shift. Okay, your emails will start feeling like emails, and they will start feeling really persuasive, okay, in a way that your reader even cannot notice it, right? So that's all. Before you go, if this helped you, okay, all this helped you, please hit the like button, subscribe, and every week I put out content just like this based on real experiences, emails for clients. For my own newsletter down below, you can subscribe to not miss any breakdowns. Right in there in the conversion newsletter, it's a free newsletter that you can get, okay, from me. Every week you get real email breakdowns, story structures, persuasion frameworks, and the kind of nitty-gritty details that you can actually use the same day you read it. Okay, real examples are there step by step. The link is in the description. Join, people already inside there, and I will see you in the next one. Hope you like this video. See you soon. Peace.